Welcome to my hometown. I lived here a half century ago. Elmore, Ohio. The water tower there, which is brand spanking new, or at least newer than 50 years ago. Let's see. What you see there, there, is the house that I grew up in. The oldest structure in Elmore, Ohio. The beginning of Elmore, Ohio, built by the founder, David Rice, in 1850.
Let's walk over there. Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's the house you grew up in?
Yes. It's the
it's the oldest house?
The oldest house.
Whoa.
David Rice sold it to Colonel Hunt. Colonel Hunt was a very rich man. He had terraced gardens down to the river, so it became the town dump, which I don't think it is anymore, behind the Dolph Oil. Colonel Hunt sold it to my great-grandfather, Zoe Guthrie, and from there it passed on to my my grandmother, and then eventually to my father and mother, and from there they sold it to folks named Jacobs. Anyway, yeah, this is the house I grew up in. 123 Maple Street. Maple Street here in the old days was called Cheapside. Not when I was here, but in the very old days, after Cheapside in London. But I reckon that didn't sound good to people, so they called it Maple Street instead. Across what we're standing on here was a coal yard, and there was train tracks all the way through here. And they've taken them completely up. They took the tracks up, and they even took the cross ties up. And now there is not any indication that trains ever went through here, but they did. And I'm old enough that there were steam locomotives traveling all up and down here.
So they right on this parking lot, or through that building?
This parking lot. Yeah.
Like right, pretty much where you are.
Pretty much, well, you know, right there.
Yeah.
There was a coal yard here, and then
oh, I see.
down there. I wonder if it's still there. There was a railroad trestle. I see that it is. I used to cross the Portage River there to walk to my grandmother's house. But I see they don't want you to walk across the trestle, and maybe it isn't safe. I don't know. As a matter of fact, I used to crawl down underneath the trestle when trains crossed and rumble it. Well, like I say, that was a town dump.
Where was the town dump?
Back there, back to the Dolph Oil station. And my aunt Opal lived over in the second house from the corner.
Which one?
That one, their second house from the corner.
Is she still alive?
No.
Oh, do you still have family here? You still have an aunt here, right?
I still have, two aunts here, and maybe some other people that and cousins, and but most people, you know, move away. Let's see.
You ever jumped a train?
No, I never jumped a train here. I jumped one in Colorado and wound up in Pueblo and had to hitchhike home.
We'll be there in a couple days.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Anne Marie's checking out the trestle.
Yeah.
She said she was going home.
Oh, did she? Yeah.
She's gonna walk to Detroit.
Yeah. Down on the corner there was the bowling alley, and may still be a bowling alley, I don't know. Belonged to my Aunt Janine. A lot of things along here belonged to my Aunt Janine.
Really?
It was the Portage Inn, the local tavern belonged to her, and the Town Hill Dairy Bar over there.
Was that the tavern we went to?
Yes.
Oh, that belonged to your aunt?
Well, not at that time. She sold all these. But
That's what we heard about saying.
Is that why she didn't pick up the tab?
yeah, I guess it probably was. Anne Marie going across the trestle.
Maybe we should have watched her as she walked over there.
Yeah.
Should have kept an eye on her.
I think you should have made your story a little more interesting. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe
Yeah, you drove her away. You should have had some dinosaurs.
Uh-huh.
Or is there like dinosaurs or anything?
Oh, yeah, I understand there were dinosaurs around here. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of limestone around here, and you can find fossil clams in them, a lot of them. Around Marblehead in the quarries, you can find fossilized clams that are the shape of hearts. My mother wanted me to get her a stone heart from Marblehead, but I could not do it. Did not find one. Let's see. What can I tell you about this place? This is in Ottawa County. The most important thing that happened in Ottawa County, which is on Lake Erie, is the Battle of Lake Erie, where Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry broke the British hegemony over the Great Lakes and destroyed their fleet. That's something that happened. And there should be an old railway station down there still, even though there's no train.
Anne Marie's about to have an encounter.
You think we should run over the bar and let them know about San Diego?
Yeah, I think it might be a good idea. You know.
Run in. Good news, everybody!
Hey, Sammy's alive.
As it turns out, he's still alive. All right, well, welcome home, Jeffrey.
I had no idea that was the oldest building in this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.